We should have known that there was no way that Tyler Perry was going to let us off the hook that easy. Karen's pregnancy and who's the baby daddy is not determined. What's good, y'all? She good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sistas video. In this video, we're going to be talking about Miss Karen, her doctor's appointment because she has finally gone to the doctors, and what does finding out that she is barely 4 weeks pregnant actually mean for her paternity. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' videos. Go ahead and give me a follow on your favorite social media platform as well at ericavane.com, all spelled out, so that we can keep the conversation going in between these videos. And without further ado, let's talk about Miss Karen and her seed and who fertilized it. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little retraction because in my episode 13 breakdown video, I was like, okay, we can go ahead and assume that it's Aaron's baby. I ain't even going to hold y'all. I did that partly because I'm sick and tired of people coming on here getting on my damn nerves talking about Aaron is the daddy, Aaron is the daddy, Aaron is the daddy, when I have felt like this entire time ZAC is the daddy. And I assumed, or I just looked at Karen's response and her anger and jumped to a conclusion like, oh, maybe Aaron is the daddy. That's why she's so mad. When come to find out, when going back and rewatching, I feel like she's so mad because now she really don't know. I do believe that she genuinely believed that it was Zac's baby. And just when we go back and look at her reaction, I think that, and my reasoning for this is, she probably was so sure that it was Zac's baby to begin with because they had sex weeks before in the car when they had just got back together after he was staying at Danny's house. And y'all remember that, like, come on.
Maybe I should stop
like, let's not play coy like we don't remember, you know, the back and forth that was ZAC and Karen before, you know, he started to get really serious with Fatima, because ZAC and Fatima's relationship moved really fast. But before that, he was riding a bike, rolling up on her, he was putting his life in danger for her, all of those things. And they actually had sex in the car on the way home from Danny's house. I think that that is where she was initially going to, in reference to assuming that it was Zac's baby. Now, in finding out she's only 4 weeks pregnant, that puts it at the time that they had sex at the salon, when all of y'all run around here talking about, well, he ain't finished, so it's not Zac's baby. It don't work like that, baby. And if you have been doing that and you have kids, you know damn well that it don't work like that. I wish y'all really would stop saying it in the comment section, but you know, people gon' people, so okay. Now, why this brings up concern or angst for her is because this makes it super not clear, because she had sex with ZAC at the salon in the office, and then about a day later she had sex with Aaron. So that makes it a little bit more inconclusive. And even when I sit down and think about it, it's like, Erica, if it was Aaron's baby, or if you really thought it was Aaron's baby, or that's what her response meant, she still wouldn't know because they slept with each other within days. So she literally had sperm from both men swimming in her for days. And this, I think we get a confirmation because she literally asked the doctors, how long does it take for a sperm to fertilize an egg? And the doctor says up to 6 days. So those sperms have been swimming in her that entire time, and we do not know. And honestly, like, I think that that's a more true reason for her reaction. There's so many of y'all who just love to come in my comments and say that Karen just wants to use the baby to hold on to ZAC, and that's why she's mad. I don't think that that's why she's mad. And honestly, this is not the channel for you. If that's all you want to come here and do and complain about is Karen and how she's a basic hoe and just trying to hold on to ZAC, please take that shit somewhere else, because this is not that. I have really deep conversations around psyche, around psychological motivation, around trauma, specifically to Black women, and in this case, these Black women. And I have said on numerous occasions that Karen is not that shallow. Karen is not that, like, yes, she is fixated on the idea of fixing things with ZAC, or what it would be like if they could actually finally figure it out. But she's not that trite that she's just going to try to have a baby to hold on to him. Like, even Tyler Perry's, you know, storyline and writing is not going to make her that basic. So please, 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 please just stop commenting it, because honestly, I get annoyed every single time I see it. It's such a shallow, basic conversation to have. And on my channel, while, you know, I cut up and I be ratchet and I'm a little ghetto with y'all every now and again, yeah, cool, I also prefer to have more in-depth conversations and more real conversations. Like, save all that rah-rah ratchet, just this girl is nothing but what you see face value for some other channel that don't go as deep, because black women are way more multifaceted than that. Even Andi, like, I really struggle with Andi as a character because I can't figure out what her motivations are for playing around with Gary. But even her, I don't feel like she's just a pretty face. Like, again, I feel like these women are more than that. So just stop it. Stop it with the Karen hate on this channel, because I am not going to stop talking about her in the way that I talk about her, and y'all are just going to continue to get mad, and y'all going to just continue to get on my nerves and potentially get blocked. And that's a waste of time for both of us. So now, Karen is pissed because she don't know who the baby daddy is, and she was very, very sure. So I know there was a lot of conversation around Karen was delusional and all of that. Maybe. I feel like for all the people who have been calling Karen a liar, I feel like she has been one of the most honest characters in this show. She's being honest to what she know and what her truth is, and she truly did believe that this was Zach's baby. And it makes sense. Like, if she thought that she conceived in that car, it would be no other way for her to be like, oh, it was somebody else's baby. A bunch of y'all have brought up Rico. Yes, Rico was her little side thing when her and Zach were off. She never cheated on Zach with Rico. It was always doing them having a break. So, like, let's also be clear about that, because I've seen that comment pop up quite a bit. But one thing that you have to be mindful of with Rico specifically, there was always a condom involved. And I think that was done specifically by Tyler Perry as a writer, because he was never supposed to be a part of the conversation. Like, he's not an option. This was designed by writers, Tyler Perry, to be a who's the daddy between Zach and Aaron. Now, I'm going back to what I initially thought about this being Zach's baby. I'm still totally team Fatima and Zach. I'm totally team Fatima. I think that this is not going to do anything to their relationship. If anything, it's going to help evolve both Zach and Karen. I think that Fatima's presence has been one to help both of them mature, and because of how they interact with her, or the interactions that they both had with her, it's pushed them to grow the hell up. And I love that for them. If Zach winds up being Karen's baby daddy, they're going to figure out a way to not toxically co-parent. I think that they're going to have ultimately a very healthy co-parenting relationship, and they're going to get to a place where they're able to have a friendship. But before they do that, Zach is going to have to be honest with himself about where he's at, and he's going to need to sustain some of the growth that we see him showing to Fatima. I talked about this in a few breakdown videos, but I'm going to talk about Zach as a character, because one thing that I am disappointed in him in right now is that I don't feel like the growth that he's showing with Fatima, he's actually showing with everybody else. And that's a great example of that would be the horrible advice that he gave to Preston. But this video ain't about that. Let me know in the comment section down below who you think the baby daddy is. That is not an opportunity or invitation to just completely bash Karen on some whole other random stuff, to talk about her physical appearance and all these other things that I have to go through and sort through and reading y'all's comments. Just tell me who you think the baby daddy is and why. Okay. Give this video a like, and if you're new here, again, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' videos. It's your good sis, Erica Payne, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye.